Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Goff. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 16, Goff throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Throwing on third, Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On first down, Manning is going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to get going again.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
On 1st down, it's Green, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. To throw is Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taking it about the 36. Powering his way forward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
Manning now on 1st down. Going up top. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Rams open the lead up to 34-0. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to wind up and air it out. A leap in, he's got it. He got it. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. Finding Green complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They put
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for L.A. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Sanders. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Sanders will score. Touchdown, L.A.
And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to add on to their first-half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. On 2nd down, it's Green. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Bears on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Able to fight through 1 tackle.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Rams. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field.
And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week one. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. That's taken on the 25. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Manning. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now Sanders. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Rams. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. Moving play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Green. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Gone. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And Sanders now to return. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Goff. And caught right side, Green. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Rams get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Green. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets them to about the 44. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hands it off out of the gun.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Manning now to throw. He's going to take another shot here.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Manning. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. Touchdown! A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably is...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. In search of redemption from the pick six. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And you can say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Green with a catch left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Goff. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On play action, it's Manning. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it's 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's still on his feet. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Manning gonna throw here. Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and long. It's Goff. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's gone. Green brings it in. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Manning looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.